That is the jar of names. Let's pull ourselves a jar of names out of the... a name out of the jar of names. It would be a bit weird if we pulled out a jar from the jar of names. I think there's a few size issues there. But anyway, this episode is for everyone, included but not excluded to a Books of Kittens 77. Right, back in the jar you go. And let's begin. So this is the Cappuccino Podcast. This is the cup of tea. And this bit is the podcast. Right, so if you want to skip ahead in this podcast, you can, 1 second, go to my first comment, and you can skip to, is that the one? That's the one. Yep, you can skip to the topic, the book club, the Q&A, and this week's goals. Actually, I need this piece of paper, so I'll keep it with me. Right, update, nothing going on. There was a little bit of a hint about a Fallout, the first Fallout game playthrough, but I'll talk about that in the question. So remember that link, skip list. If you want to listen to that, you can skip that ahead to the questions, Q&A bit. But yeah, let's go on to topic, big topic this week. We're going to be talking about, if I can find it. Right, let's do names first then, because I've got my thing open. Okay, so Monday, today we have this podcast, and then we've got Harvest Moon later today called Oily Fish. Guess what we're doing? Tuesday we have a Bioshock, nearly said Borderlands, Bioshock episode. It's called Leave This Child, because I say that in that. Funny that. And then Wednesday we've got Overlord Fellowship of Evil. It's going to be called either a clue, like Scooby-Doo, or it's going to be Blue's Clues, like that TV show of the same name. But I'm not sure which yet. Let me know if you know which one you prefer, or just choose which one if I don't get in time. Then Thursday we've got Bioshock. It's called In the Garden. We are growing. Just in the garden, but that's why it's called that, because it's that song that plays at the Gathered Garden. So guess what we run into in that episode. And then Friday we have Harvest Moon called Events No Work, because guess what? They don't work. Right, and then I want to talk about something else in this week's topic as well, since we haven't got an update. I've recently been looking at things, because Christmas is coming up, so I'm looking at Christmas presents, and I've also sort of really looking at things to put on my backdrop behind me. Now I've got that video background thingy, that's my shelves that I'm going to use eventually one day. So I'm looking at things to put on there, because when I finish the Let's Play, I want to put something up there that will sort of, like a Let's Play trophy, to sort of say that I finished this game. I've got obviously the Assassin's Creed pop figures up there so far for the Assassin's Creed games I've finished. I've recently got a minion from from the Overlord Spirit series. Someone called Jody has sent me one. They're very rare, and I'm so happy that they got it. It's fantastic, and I love it. And thank you very much to Jody. Now I just need to try and get the rest of them. It's going to be impossible. But yeah, I've got that one on there. So anyway, that's for Overlord games, obviously, because there's nothing else to go up there apart from that. What else have we got? Prince of Persia is going to be something for that, but I haven't got that yet. I'm going to wait until I've done more games on that series. Right, yeah, and then it starts getting to some of the silly ones, which I'm not sure about yet. Harvest Moon, Back to Nature. I have talked about this in the actual Let's Play of that game, but there are these giant 12-inch plush cow from the series. It's about 50 quid. I wouldn't mind it, but it's a big thing to put on the thing behind me, and it's a lot of money, so I'm a little bit hesitant about that one. But that's what I'm thinking for that. And there's some other things as well, like obviously Bioshock. I'm thinking of getting into the pop figures for that. And there's some other things as well which are secret, which I won't talk about because I've already got some of those things for some of those games, and get some other things for the other games that I'm doing. Yeah, there's something else I can talk about. Yep. But I'm also looking at the statues for Assassin's Creed, because I have a few of them. I have two. I have Black Flag and Altair. So I'm looking at the other ones as well. Obviously I want to get the... I think it's the Connor from Assassin's Creed 3, where he's on the tree and he's in a sort of hunting pose. It's called the Hunter. I want to get that. That's about 40 quid. I can get that anyway, thing, I think, is on there, so I'll get that very soon. But then I'm also looking at the other ones. Obviously, the Syndicate and the Unity ones it's like a 2-pack. Like, you get two and they fit together. So that's going to be difficult because I don't know where they're going to go in my room, but I would like them and I can get them quite easily. But the hard ones are the Ezio ones. I'm not a big fan of these Ezio ones. They're a bit poop compared to the others. So I'm not sure what to do, whether to get them or not. I mean, I'm looking at eBay right now, and one of them for the Ezio from Brotherhood finishes in 7 minutes. So I might try and get that one. I mean, it's not too much. It's a tenner so far. And there's the Revelations one for tenner, and then there's also, do you know the one from Assassin's Creed 2? We get a collector's edition. It's like a black robed one, like the Altair robes. And then there's also the white one. I don't know if you remember these ones. But I'm looking at those as well, but I'm not sure because that means there's a lot of stuff to put in my room. I might just get one from Assassin's Creed 2, so the black one or the white one. The black one, because it's apparently that was for PlayStation 3. Yeah, that's right, yeah. But I think it was for all of them, if that makes sense. I'm trying to find it on here now. There we go, black one. Yeah, but this one's quite expensive. I think it's like 20 quid already. Yeah, 20 quid already, but you do get the book with it as well, like the art book, so I suppose that's sort of, yeah. I'll sort of think about it and get it. I don't know what to do there because there's so much to get and there's so much little room in my little room. But that's that done. I think I'm done then, yes. Also, there's also a Ratchet & Clank statue as well, which are quite rare, but that's like 200 quid, so I'm saving up for that. So it's not as scary to me to spend all that money. But that's that. Shall we get on now then? Let's go on to book club. So I'm still reading Sharp's, whatever I'm reading, Waterloo? Is it Waterloo? Trafalgar. No, Trafalgar. Yeah, Sharp's Trafalgar. It's when he's on the boat. It's getting quite good. There was a character at the beginning of the story which I said, they're sort of bringing him up too much that he's going to have to come back. He has come back, and I didn't think it was going to happen, but he did, so I'm happy about that. What else happened? There was a betrayal, which I didn't see coming. I didn't think it was going to be that sort of story. I didn't know what the story was going to be, to be fair, but that's quite a good story. And there was something else as well. I'm really liking it because of the sort of the romance between two characters on that ship. But yeah, pretty good. Although, something just happened, and I think it's a bit unrealistic, but they say in the book that it's realistic. And I wasn't there at the time, so maybe it was realistic, I'm not sure. But yeah, still a good book. Just haven't read a lot of it at the moment. My voice is going. I've done a lot of recording this week, in 1 days and stuff. Right, let's go on to Mention Monday in a community segment. So, these are the names of the people that commented last week's episodes. We have Horia, Logan141, Nick Pro, Dragonlord55511, and Party Player. So thank you for commenting. I look forward to future comments from you and future comments from anybody else that's listening, but not actually commenting. Because a few of you are out there that I always get surprised about. Okay, and then after that, is it Q&A or is it subscribers? I hope it's Q&A because I want to do Q&A because that's quite a big one this week. It is a Q&A, yes. Right, so we've got 3 questions this week, big questions, and some good ones. That's right, Logan141 says, who do you think is the best Overlord throughout all games in leading to Fellowship of Evil? Yes, so I had to move the page. Right, I think, in terms of, sorry, the eBay thing's still going, so it finishes in like 4 minutes, so I'll probably be doing this in this podcast. Yes, so I think my favourite one is Overlord. I quite like Overlord 2, but I feel like in terms of like the business side of overlording, I think that Overlord from the first game, Overlord Raising Hell, that one, I think he is better in that case. Plus, I liked it when he turned evil and he got to the spikes, whereas in number 2, he was bigger, he was bulkier, it's more like my sort of, body type. But I think in terms of the business planning and everything outside of the business side of evil, first Overlord. So I'm going to say my favourite one is the first Overlord, first Overlord game. But in terms of the Overlord Fellowship of Evil, I'm going to say that my favourite character is probably going to be Inferna. I mean, she's this most Overlord-like, and it's a female Overlord, so that's pretty cool. Alright then, and what's the next question? Look at my list. We have Nick Pro, who is saying, JD, can you please do Fallout 3, then New Vegas, and then Fallout 4, because of some reasons which I can't see, because he doesn't want to watch Fallout 1 and 2. I know you play those games, but I'd prefer you to start out with 3. By the way, can you put this in the podcast? I will, Nick Pro. Right, so, your question. Here's my thing. Like you said, I do have to play things in order. I can't start in the middle. That is just not me. I did it with Skyrim. It annoys me. That's probably why. It's probably one of the leading reasons why I'm still playing Skyrim, because I played it halfway through. I didn't really know what to expect from a Elder Scrolls game, which is why I don't like doing that. So what I'm going to be doing is, I will not be doing it. I will be playing Fallout 1 and 2 first, but to answer your question, I will be sort of listening to what you're saying, because I will be doing that in a different sort of playthrough style, like the Overlord games, I can't speak, the Fallout games 3 onwards, I will be counting as proper Let's Plays. So I will be doing those like after I finish a certain game. Let's say I'll do Overlord, Assassin's Creed, Overlord, then Fallout. That's not what's going to happen, that's just an example. But yeah, with like say Overlord Fellowship of Evil, though, I just did that straight away, because that's like a new game. We've already finished the other game, so we might as well start it now because it's a new game. Because I want to try and get into that sort of style of Let's Plays. So with this Fallout thing, Fallout 1 and 2, I'll be doing in shorter versions of Let's Plays. They'll be similar, but shorter and different, and I'll put them out whenever I get them done. So that's what's going to happen. So they won't be as long and so tedious, and they won't take up a space in the Let's Play rota. They'll just be out there, say on a Saturday or something, or a Wednesday, something like that. And then obviously when I get to Fallout 3, it will be in the proper rotated schedule, and that won't be for a while anyway. So the reason is I'm going to be doing 1 and 2 first, because I'll do them now and I can get away with that not being classed as a proper Let's Play. But then obviously, like I said, if I don't do them, I'll still won't be doing Fallout 3 for a while anyway. So it's either have 1 and 2 now and wait a long time for Fallout 3, or don't have anything now and still wait the same amount of time for Fallout 3. Does that make sense? I hope that did. It did in my head, so I'm going to go with that. Right, what is the next question from DragonLord55511, I think? It is. DragonLord55511 says, "Hello, Sir JDTwoSixTwo. I have a question and a riddle for you. Question... I can't see. Where am I? If your horse shadow was real, how would you like for him to look? What would you like him to look at? What would you like him to do? I would like him to be a black horse because he is called Shadows. That makes sense. And what would I like him to do? I would like him to have the powers of the shadows. Like he can sort of teleport in the shadows. I saw that in a film once. I think it was Dragonheart 3. And I kind of like that idea. So that'd be quite cool to have a horse like that. I mean, it would cut down with time-wise and travelling, wouldn't it? Right, I was talking about that eBay auction. I've just lost it. That was not too bad for my first auction. That was quite exciting. Yeah, I lost because I didn't know what was going to happen after I clicked confirm and stuff. So I did a minute left to go, and then just in the last few seconds, someone put an extra £1 on. But that's not too bad. I don't mind because I wasn't too sure about it anyway. That's good. Right. What's after the Q&A? We're going on to subscribers. We are going on to subscribers. So let's get this list open. Sadly, we've gone down one this week. We're down to 1,103. But we did gain somebody, so it's a bit awkward. I don't know how that works, but it did. We have Benedetto1975. Welcome to the community. If I said your name wrong, please write it on a piece of card and send it to me through my made-up address of channel.co.uk or something, I don't know. Okay, question. Last week's question was something about what games we're looking forward to out of the ones I said. No one answered, so that's alright. So I moved away, so I'm talking a bit louder. But this week's question is, are you going to be seeing Good Dinosaur? It's coming out soon. So are you going to be seeing it? It's a Pixar film, so I'll be seeing it. I can't wait. It's so exciting. And what else is going on? This week's comment. Right, this week's comment goes to, yet again, Horia, because he comments a lot. So that's why. So if you want to beat Horia, knock him off his post, comment a bit more. Try and match Horia's quota. Anyway, he says he has another idea for the child's name, which would be Jelly, because it's a mix of between JD and Ellie. I think that's quite cool, to be fair. I quite like that name. It's I don't know if I'll use it, but I think I might, because it's pretty good. It's very clever, and I like clever, and it's wordplay. I like wordplay too, so I might actually use it, Horia. But I will check first, and I'll let you know at a later date, probably during the Let's Play. Right, so after everything we've just done here now, then, it is, oh yes, it's goals. Like I said, this week was going to be busy because I had a lot of work to do. Still got a lot of work to do. Not really much though. It's easier than I thought because I've done most of the work. I just need to sort of type it up nicely now, which is not too bad. But yeah, my goal of editing one extra video plus two from last week, sort of worked. I did one from last week, and then I still got one from last week plus one this week I was going to do. Yeah, that didn't happen. It's not probably going to happen. I'm not sure if it's going to happen within the next day. I was still classed next day as this week. So what I'm going to be doing is doing a different goal this week. And that is to do two things. Edit. I have put down 2 videos. So I'm going to say edit 1 episode of a video for a Cup of Adventure. And then update my logos and stuff for my channel because I haven't done them yet. I got less stuck when I got to Overlord because I haven't made one for that. So I need to make it. So I'll do that this week. That's this week's goals. To update the logos which I've missed. And to edit 1 episode for a Cup of Adventure, which is probably going to be the joke one. Or the firework one, not sure. Yeah, but that is this week's goals, because it's still a busy week, but it's not quite as busy. So hopefully I'll be able to get stuff done. But we'll see what happens. Tidying room is still dead in the water. It hasn't moved in a week. But yeah, it's getting there. Is that it? I think it is. Right, yes. So I'm still waiting for the next eBay thing. There's another one tonight in 6 minutes' time. It's the Revelationist statue, which I do like a lot of. And I will be getting that one if I can. So I'm going to try and win that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I'll see you next week. Next week podcast. In fact, no, first let's finish a cup of tea. I was getting confused. Right, that is me done. So just time to say, what film? Oh, bother.